Cole, if you're listening to this, you're not my favorite. He is just one of my favorites, and I think that's why he has around 20 million followers. So. Hey guys, I'm KJ Alpha, and these are some of my favorite follows on Instagram. Cole SPROUSE, he's a funny guy, amazing photographer, always brings a smile to my face when I see a post from him. He does all of his own photography. He's the only photographer that I follow because he's the only good one. No, I'm kidding, he's good. I am in some of his photos. Pretty much just ask me, we'll go out, he'll ask, can you just take your shirt off, run over on that mountain and I'll take a photo of you. I happily oblige. The Three Sibs is interesting. This account that I follow here is my dog, Rocco, with 2 other Siberian Huskies. I used to have a Siberian Husky that I owned who unfortunately killed 2 sheep in New Zealand, and then we had to let him go. Instead of putting him down, we gave him to a Husky family. So I follow this account so I can just see what he's up to. It's obviously nice to see that he's having fun. Kani Instagram. Kani is a trainer in New Zealand. The reason why I really love his account is he posts a lot of family stuff. I love seeing videos and photos of him with his kids and stuff, so it makes me happy. He's in a kapa haka group. Our indigenous people from New Zealand, Māori people, and they do a war dance. When you welcome someone, you do a war dance, or before you fight, you do a war dance, which is why we do it before rugby. And he is in a kapa haka group that performs at various events. Those tattoos that you see, it's just for the effect, and they put mockers and stuff on your face, but a lot of them aren't real. It's just paint for the dance and for the event. He just happens to be in a kapa haka group. I don't follow him for that reason. I follow him because he's my mate. Amandla Stenberg. She has a funny account. She posts some cool stuff too. She's definitely one of my favorite accounts, just because she's cool. She's just a cool person. Amandla is the emblem of coolness. That's why I follow her, and because she's my friend. The first time me and Amandla met was testing for a movie around 3-4 years ago, and then I met her again for the Hey You Give, and I finally got to work with her. Because when you shoot movies and stuff, you spend a lot of time with them, you get to know them really well. It's the only person you're pretty much hanging out with, and then you never see them again until the next time you work with them could be 10 years after that. Instagram is great for that reason. Social media is great for that reason. You can keep in touch and see what people are up to, for sure. Cami's funny. Cami has a very funny Instagram, probably one of the funniest Instagrams on our cast, so she'll be very happy to hear that. Don't get too excited, Cami. I mean, she posts the classic, what girls post on Instagram, red carpet photos. She also balances that out with some other cool, funny stuff. Jerome Kaino, he plays a flanker for the All Blacks. He's one of the best rugby players to ever live. The fact that he's following me is actually crazy. I feel very humbled and flattered that he actually follows me. He's one of my favorite rugby players. He's also Samoan. I'm Samoan too. Everything that he posts, I like. I used to play rugby up until I was 18, but then I had to kind of make the decision. It was either going to be acting or rugby. Those 2 things don't mix too well. I chose acting. Anand392. His name is Anand Lala, one of my best mates. He posts probably the funniest things that I see are from his account. He actually manages to Photoshop his face into kind of like famous celebrity photos of famous people. And it's funny because he's just a guy from Onehunga in New Zealand. He'll stick his face on the cover of a Tupac album. But he does it so well that it's funny to me. It's a mix between the professionalism and the ridiculousness of each post that gets me. There's a lot of different photos. If you get the chance, go on Instagram, search up Anand392, A-N-A-N-D 392. You should find it, that's the account name. And then scroll down, have a look. All right guys, those are some of my favorite follows on Instagram. Go check them out if you want to have a laugh. Thanks.